And this Easter, one researcher has uncovered that more and more Jamaicans are falling prey to cyberbullying. Not only that, but in the case of affected children, it's pushing them further into isolation and depression, or worse, to suicide. This eye-opener from Neika.
As if it were not bad enough for most children to encounter their bullies in the physical classroom, the explosion of social media has saturated the internet with more than one's fair share of naysayers and anti-heroes. They come in varying shapes and sizes, with fake accounts and often snide or inhumane remarks, all in a bid to speak their truth and exercise their freedom of speech. But one local researcher has found it's not without ramifications.
80% of the children in schools experience these things. 80% of the
80%?
children, yeah, experience some form of cyberbullying, where persons will actually tell them not only derogatory things about them, but things will try to put them down, demean them. So, and a number of persons, without being confident individuals, and of course, these are children, and not every child will have actually gone through the stage of developing himself or herself psychologically, socially. So therefore, when a child hears these things, they internalize. And studies have actually found that a number of children who attempt suicide were as a result of cyberbullying.
And not only for the victims, but even the perpetrators, who could face severe penalties if caught.
We have got to start letting all, not only parents, but our society understand where we are. And where we are now is a space where persons think that they can do anything and get away with it. So we have got to start making persons become accountable for their actions. So I think the police need to start, well, it's going to be a difficult task, to start just going on social media to look at a number of these cases that are actually occurring, where persons are bullying others, and prosecute some of them for people to understand that it's a serious crime and one that we want to desist from doing.
But Dr. Bourne explains some 8 in 10 or 80% of persons would have experienced some form of cyberbullying, reminding there's not an age that one is likely to escape it. So what can parents do to help prepare their vulnerable young ones for this troubling cyber reality?
It's going to begin with this socialization of confidence and self-esteem. Parents don't need to start moving away from actually trying to bully their children, have them speak, affirm them as to who they are, make them understand qualities and characteristics that they have which are different from other persons. And even if they are outside of the normal in terms of whether they are bigger than other persons or their face doesn't look like other people, for them to understand and appreciate differences and diversity in culture, in space, in reality. So parents, therefore, need to move to the space where you let your child understand that you are a gem in a space that needs you.
Join us tomorrow when we'll tell you more about how to pull the plug on cyberbullying in schools and elsewhere. Neika, CVM News.